Hey there, guys! So, this is something I really need to make a video on, because my friend Fascinator discovered something absolutely amazing with Resident Evil 7, and to think, after years of playing this game, I'm still learning new things about Resident Evil 7 that clearly demonstrates just how complex a game it is compared to Resident Evil Village, which unfortunately sacrificed all levels of complexity for a simplistic, bare-bones RPG-esque design. But Fascinator discovered a way to instantly kill Legless molded with the knife. And it's interesting because the systems involved are very similar to how you deal with the four-legged molded. So you've seen a couple of times in my walkthroughs where I hit a four-legged molded out of the air, and during the animation of rolling, if I aim my knife like this and then I stab while he's rolling and I hit him in the head, it will instantly kill him, which is a really great design. And I thought this kind of system only existed with the four-legged molded, but it turns out it also exists with the legless molded. And originally, when I saw Fascinator's video, I thought he was just decreasing the enemy HP to critical levels, which is why it just made it seem like he was killing them instantly. But it turns out there is a very specific circumstance where if you knife a legless molded in the head at the correct moment, after a certain attack animation, you'll instantly kill it, which is awesome. So let me demonstrate it right here. So watch this. So it's only during this animation right here. Look, do you see that? That is amazing. I can't believe it is taking me this long to realize this, but it's only because I never really found a lot of incentive for actually taking off the legs of molded. But old Capcom, in their beauty and their absolute creativity, they made taking off the legs of the molded actually serve a purpose for something like that, and it's also there to benefit the knife. Skillful use of the knife to save your ammunition. That's absolutely unbelievable, and it doesn't just work on the normal molded, it also works on the bladed molded as well. It also works on the bladed molded. I've got to showcase this, but I'll get back to you guys in a moment. Okay, so now we're going to be dealing with the bladed molded right here. And I imagine this is a very useful way to deal with the bladed molded, because at times when you shoot them in the head, they'll it's hard to hit them afterwards, but I can at least like stop him like that. So watch, it also works on the bladed molded. This is beautiful. See? Look at that. That is not dependent upon arbitrary damage values like Resident Evil Village or any other like dumb RPG game or any other lazy game. That is dependent upon a very specific kind of circumstance that you're putting the enemy into, and that is also dependent upon the way you're aiming your knife in order to do something really cool against an enemy type. How could they go away from this? Just how? How could new Capcom look at old Capcom's designs and say that we wanted to strip away all that, we just wanted to ruin our gameplay in the later Resident Evil games, and just make creativity not at the forefront of our thought? Like, it's seriously just sad. Resident Evil Village, it just sacrifices all of its creativity for laughable enemy designs, just enemies that you run past, just all these kind of sections that just don't fit their respective enemies very well. And all these people want to say, oh, Resident Evil Village is better than Resident Evil 7. Oh, Resident Evil Village is more complexity than Resident Evil 7. I guess admittedly, Ether does feel that Resident Evil Village is more complexity, but really? You're really gonna say that Resident Evil Village is more complexity after seeing that? Can't do anything like that in Resident Evil Village. There's no like limb dismemberment of the Lycans or with the Moriekas. Not that the game even wants you to deal with them, because they use the poor designs to justify running past them and not even dealing with them, and they force you to they force you to save on your ammunition in order to deal with damaged spongy bosses with shitty hitboxes and the like. Oh, Fascinator, he's amazing. The fact that he could find something as awesome as that after years of playing this game. Oh man. To think that I thought I knew everything about Resident Evil 7, but I'm still learning new things, and I can't wait to just go back to this game and just learn more about it. But that right there is a really, really cool design that can definitely be helpful in case you're struggling with the molded, or you want to find some kind of utility for normal pistol bullets. Because normal pistol bullets, they aren't that useful, but at least there's a utility now with actually shooting the legs off of molded, and you are then able to capitalize with the knife. Very, very helpful. But just to reiterate, you first have to shoot the leg entirely, like just remove the leg of the normal molded or the bladed molded entirely, and then you need to wait for them to do the jump attack animation. And before they have a chance to go back into a neutral state, you crouch, and then you stab. You have to aim your knife and stab into the head in order to guarantee the instant kill. It's a very similar system to what I've already demonstrated with the four-legged molded, where you hit them out of the air, and then you need to aim your knife and hit their head while they're in a rolling animation before they have a chance to go back into a neutral state, which is beautiful design, skillful design, rewards aiming. Like, you have to be very skillful with how you aim your knife, with when you're supposed to crouch, with when you're supposed to sprint. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And that is all you need to know right there. And sadly, it doesn't work with the fat molded. I'm a little disappointed that this doesn't work with the fat molded when you take off their legs. But, I mean, you'll already be shooting them in the head with a lot of enhanced handgun ammo, so that's fine. With at least like 7 to 9 enhanced handgun ammo, which I'm perfectly okay with. Or you just like be stunning them in the leg and then capitalizing with headshots. Yeah, that is how it's going to be. But yeah, guys, that is the end of this video. Screw Resident Evil Village and its lack of complexity, and screw new Capcom for favoring the business model, and screw Resident Evil Village's development team. The dumbest development team ever, who thought they could get away with simplistically designed gameplay that is not befitting for the combat scenarios and enemy designs that they favored for that game, which leads to a very broken mess, despite the fact that I do like Resident Evil Village. Thank you all for watching, and you take care now.